What's up, man? Happy week 2 to you.
I appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, it's awesome to be at week 2. I think the St. Louis Battlehawks are quite a team, or they're going to put up, quite the challenge, and it's going to be a great opportunity to see where we are as a team because they're very well coached. They play hard. They got a lot of talented players, and it's just going to be a fun atmosphere.
Awesome. Well, I'm going to definitely ask you about your opponents this week, but I do want to look back at last week a little bit because it was pretty magical to see you guys out there. That crowd was rocking at TD Stadium, and obviously the W was what mattered, but what did you take from the overall experience of that crowd, the TV people running you down for interviews and having a headset in your helmet during the game? What was that all like?
Man, it was dreamlike. Just to be out there and to do what you love and to have the atmosphere. I mean, I was told that Houston shows up for their sporting events and they support their boys and, they're diehard fans. And, in my mind, I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. I played some big arenas. But, man, they really show up. And the people that do show up are loud and supportive and incredible. And the atmosphere was just so electric. And being able to play in front of that was just so much fun and really uplifting. And then, having the attention or the success that not only us as a team got or had, but me as an individual, it just, was the icing on the cake. And I had so much fun enjoying playing with the guys next to me and being out there with the team and just doing what I love.
Oh man, and it was great watching you out there. That one catch you had, absolutely absurd, and that throw for PJ Walker. A lot of people talking about that all week long. June Jones and Chris Miller had you guys going out there ready to make some amazing plays. They were having you go downfield. What's it like playing in this offense, the infamous run and shoot?
Well, I'm just going to say, I don't know all that much about the run and shoot besides what I've learned here. And I will say it's absolutely incredible in the fact that for a guy like myself that gives the opportunity to read a defense, it gives the opportunity for you to exploit a defense and for you to run dang near any route you want based off of what the coverage is. And the quarterback knows, hey, this is what you're going to do based off of whatever the look is. So playing under Coach Jones has grown me so much as a player, and not only a player, as an individual, just on his morals and his qualities and what he demands from his guys, but his knowledge of the game and his teachings of reading defenses and manipulating DBs and just putting yourself in positions to win has been absolutely incredible for my football knowledge and for ultimately my football future. So I absolutely love the offense. At any point in a game, it don't matter what where you're at on the field, you can score. It's very dynamic. It's very fun. It's very fast. And like you said, having the headset and the helmet is something that, I very much enjoy. Sometimes Coach Jones, I think he enjoys it a little bit more than we do because we'll be in the middle of the play and he'll be, throw it, PJ, or something. So we have fun with it. We have a good time and we joke about it on the sideline. But all in all, offensively, team-wide, our coordinators, our head coach, I love everything about it.
Yeah, you actually answered my next question as well there, Nick, because I was going to say we had Coach Jones on the show a couple months ago, and I just talked to Coach Miller, and just as a fan, a football fan, talking to them, the wisdom and the knowledge that they bestowed on our show, I just came out feeling like a smarter football fan. I could only imagine what you guys are learning and experiencing as players. And yeah, I love watching this because it looks like you guys have a lot of freedom out there on offense to just go out there and make plays. And we know your quarterback loves to do that. He was the first ever XFL Star of the Week, PJ Walker. And obviously you yourself and the other receivers and everybody on that offense helped him out a lot. But how confident are you guys in your quarterback after seeing what he could do in week 1?
Yeah. Well, we've seen it all mini camp, all training camp. So, we went into week 1 and kind of knew what to expect. PJ's a very electric guy. He's an exciting guy to watch. And the thing that I like about PJ the most is that you can communicate with him. He's not a guy that's, he's level-headed. He's going to take your whatever you say into consideration. And then the next play, he's going to get it. So if I say, hey, PJ, I saw this on this look, and the next play we see that same look and I run the same thing, he's going to take a peek at me because that's the type of guy he is, and we've built that relationship, that trust. So I love the level-headedness of him. I love his dynamic. I love the way he plays the game. I told him the other day, I said, hey, I got an interview the other day, and I said, they asked me what it was like working with PJ Walker. I said, yeah, I see a little bit of myself in him. So I was joking, being that, my old quarterback days. So, no, I love working with him. And like I said, it's we're confident in him. We stand behind him. And we're hoping to take this thing all the way with him throwing the ball.
And you guys certainly were slinging it down the field. Fun watching this offense. And now you guys go up a very unique challenge this week in St. Louis. Last week you guys played a defense that I think has a lot of special players on it. But this St. Louis defense last week really shut down the Dallas Renegades. How do you guys continue what you started in week one against the team with a defense that was able to shut down that air raid last week?
Yeah, well, like you said, there's a lot of talent, there's a lot of discipline, and it's a very good team that we're going up against. They have a great defense. I think, it comes down to just doing what you're coached to do, doing your technique, giving it everything you got, making the big plays when the big plays are there, and just taking every opportunity you can and just slowly working the ball down the field and being patient. You're not always going to get the big one. You're not always, the plays aren't always going to work out, but as an offense, you stay patient, and then you might hit one. So I think the big key for us going into this game is just to, outwill them, to use what we have here, talent-wise, and what we've been coached to do, and just execute. And if that's all taken care of, then, we'll see what happens at the end of the game.
Well, we will see. It is the final game of Week 2, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern on FS1. The Battlehawks coming into town to take on the Houston Roughnecks. Nick Holley, thanks so much for joining us here on This is the XFL Show. Man, you are welcome back here anytime. I love nerding out talking football with your coaches and now your players. These Roughnecks know their stuff, and they have a good time on the podcast, so really appreciate it.
Perfect.
Man.
Yeah, I'd love to come back anytime.